Good morning from the Tuileries Garden here in Paris, France. And the flowers are in bloom. They're beautiful. All the lilies and other flowers around. We are here at the Tuileries Gardens, like I said. And so all the pathways are like sand. And in front of me is the Place de Concorde and the Arc de Triomphe. On here, it's quite far away. So zoom a lot. There's lots of statues and things around here. And they're working on this fountain right now. So we just popped into this little cafe and got some breakfast on our way to see the Palais Royal. And this is what the name of the little place is. Cafe Kitsune. And got some yogurt and some granola and some coffee. Bon appetit. We walked one way and it was closed. The gate was closed to Palais Royal. So we're going around. Oh no, is this gate closed too? All right, so it is locked over here. Also, it's locked over there, locked over here. I don't know. The app says, well, the app online, it says that it opened at 8 and closes at 8:30 tonight. So I don't know. It's closed. We cannot get in. But we got some pictures through the fence. It looks beautiful. I wish we could go, but we're gonna go on to the next thing. We're gonna try to see the Notre Dame, and before we have an appointment at 11:30 to go see the St Chapelle church. So we're gonna make the most of it. So here's a look through the fence. It's gorgeous, and they have those giant silver circles over there as well. Those are beautiful. We've been seeing pictures of them at night where it was really, really pretty. So I wish I could go in there, go on those columns, see all of that. I'll go into this museum because it is free, but it is closed. So I'm sure they're trying to refurbish it or something, probably before the Olympics get here pretty soon, but at least we get to see the outside. All right, on to the next thing. All right, so I figured it out. I found a sign right here. So the sign is in French, but I have an app on my phone that translates it to English, and they're on strike. So I didn't see that online, but yeah, they're on strike today, so that's why it is closed. We are walking to Notre Dame, and look at all this building with all these butterflies on it. How neat! It's so pretty. It's so pretty. I love that. That's so cool. Look at this. Yeah. You want to walk through this garden? All right. But yeah, there's like these clear windows in the middle of it. It's pretty amazing. Whoa, it's really high. Yeah. I don't know. All right. Springtime in Paris. You see the gargoyles? They're really cool. All right, so now we walked a little bit more and we found this giant hotel with signs for the Olympics all over the front. So let's take a look. Gonna get a little bit closer so the sun can go behind one of those tall steeples. All right, all over the ground. It's beautiful. Statues in the front. Paris Ville Hotel, 2024 Olympics. Yeah, this is pretty cool. There's the Olympic rings. It's beautiful. There's where we're headed. Notre Dame. You can see all the cranes over there still working on it. And I believe it's going to be done in December 2024. They've been working on it for years since it was caught on fire. They're trying to rebuild it. Everywhere you turn in Paris, everywhere, there's beautiful everything. And so it's just like, just cross the street. Just cross the street from that hotel. There it is, that hotel that had Paris 2024 all over it. Across the street. It has a beautiful Seine Park. Everything's beautiful. Look at those stairs that go straight down to the water.
It's probably like a platform down there.
Man. Yeah. Yeah, we've seen a couple homeless people sleeping on mattresses in the street. And dog poop. Beware of dog poop. Because there's concrete everywhere. Everything is a sidewalk. Everything is cobblestone streets. There's no grass unless you go to an actual park. So there's dog poop everywhere. They don't pick it up. So watch where you step. We made it. We made it to Notre Dame. And of course there's fencing all around it, but there's lots of pictures with words and descriptions about it. And let's walk all around it because it's fabulous. Rope workers using saber saws to dismantle the scaffolding piece by piece. Whoa, look at that inside picture. It's crazy. Aerial view. This was back in 2021. Parts of the monument disappeared in the fire. Will be restored identical to the originals using the same material. That's interesting. So yeah, restoration started in 2021 to 2024. Yeah, here's a little layout. The Chapelles were restored. Stone. 24 Chapelles were restored. 1,000 stones required for the walls and vaults. 2,000 oak trees were used to construct the wood frames. 22 monuments and paintings were restored. 3,000 stained glass windows. New fire protection systems. Well, that's good. Yeah, and here's where they got the oak trees. They were selected on foot in the forest prior to being harvested. So yeah, you can see where they marked the trees. And when it was harvested, it's a log. All the logs required for the restoration are numbered. Oh, yeah, look, that's a map of where they found all the oak trees in France. That's pretty cool. That's where they found the 1,000 oak trees. Look at that. That's how they're removing the upper branches of the oak tree to protect it from when it's falling, cutting the log to become a spire for Notre Dame. Look at those. Those are amazing. Oh, they were found in the quarries. Yeah, just like we were reading about in the catacombs. So yeah, they extracted the cones that were broken or collapsed during the fire north of France. Man, sorting the remains. Wow. Yeah. Wow. Crazy. Archaeologists are helping as well. Yeah, more information. So they did it in 2 different phases. Over 100 public procurements, 41,000 stones cleaned, 1,000 craftspeople, over 1,000, and artisans from all over France, 150 firms and workshops working on the restoration. Oh, and here they are, they're thanking all the establishments that donated and helped work on the restoration of Notre Dame. Notre Dame. They even have a little tiny band here. I love that. Oh, I can't see them right now, but that is so cute.
Ah, je sais. Hace mucho más fácil.
All right, there's where we're going. Saint Chapelle. So I just read that sign, and it says that Saint Chapelle was built by St. Louis in the 13th century in the heart of Palais de something. I can't read, it's kind of far away. Um, but it was built to house the relics of the Passion of Christ. All right, so we made it through security for St. Chapelle. We had an 11:30 reservation, so they have a couple of lines outside for 11 for the on the hour, and then for every half hour. So we got in our correct line. We went through security, and now we're in the open area garden. They have a wall over here behind me, but the church is amazingly beautiful. Take a look. And then you can see gargoyles clear at the top as well. See all the stained glass windows from outside, but they're going to be much more beautiful when we're in. There's a crane over there. this is just the first room. And they do have a gift shop, and I think you come back through here. Maybe in the end. These are part of the original elements of the two portals of the Saint Chapelle. In the Paris mid-13th century stone was traces of polychrome. It was in the original carved decoration of the portals on the west facade of the Saint Chapelle. In 1855 and 1867, they were damaged and then reserved. What? Right here, they have elements that were in the original Saint Chapelle church that they have saved, but has since been restored. All right, so this is dated back to 1214. It is a copy of the stone statue with traces of color from the chateau of Maineville and dated to the early 14th century, which is now kept in the parish church in Normandy. Alright, so now we are going up the stairway. It is very narrow. Look at these stairs. Literally like turning around. Alright, but wait for the reveal. Almost fell. Look at the floor too. Painted.
comme ça. Ah mais non, ça va comme ça, c'est vrai. Parce que c'est normalement la chronologie, ça marche pas.
Each stained glass is different and so intricate and so beautiful. Alright, so we picked up one of these boards, and they have it in multiple languages. And so they have a description of what each of the stained glass windows represents. And there are 15 in this room, and the windows depict scenes to tell the story of the creation from the creation to Christ's resurrection, through a series of episodes from the different books of the Bible. So like this first stained glass window here on the left is Genesis, and then Exodus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, and Joshua, Judges. Stained glass window number 6 is Isaiah, and then number 7 is St. John the Evangelist. Number 8 is the Passion of Christ. 9 is John the Baptist and Daniel. Number 10 is Ezekiel. Number 11 is Jeremiah and Tobias. Number 12 is Judith and Job. Number 13 is Esther. Number 14, Kings. 15, story of the relics of the Passion. And it goes into describe each of those stories from the Bible, and has a map on here depicting which one is which. And down there on the end is the rose apocalypse of St. John, and it talks about what the rose is too. The flamboyant style rose window dates back from the 15th century. A symbol of the end of time. Wow. Yeah. So I'll put in a picture of this because you probably see it way better than I am holding it right now, but there's a map. And on the back is telling us how the stained glass was even made. Cobalt was used for blue, copper for red and green, manganese for purple, antimony for yellow, and only 5 colors were used: blue, red, yellow, green, and purple. Wow.
Windows should be read from left to right, from the bottom to the top.
From the bottom to the top.
So the very first one should be that way.
So this is the first stained glass window. So everything on this section is about Genesis. And it's meant to be read from the very bottom, left to right, and then goes up. So each row by row, left to right, starting at the bottom, all the stories in Genesis. And you can see where they have added the reinforcement to the stained glass. So this one right here beside the statue, this is number 5. And then here with the sun, we have number 10. And this is the rose. So the last one that I talked about. Alright, so now that we have looked at all the stained glass inside here, there's a little balcony out here so that we can walk out there and take a big look at that. going down. We ended up walking right next door to Conciergerie, and this wasn't on my plan, so this is an unplanned little trip, so it is right next door. So you can actually get tickets to both these Conciergerie and St Chapelle together, but we paid separate because we didn't know if we were going to go here, but it's beautiful already. We just walked in. There was zero line to wait in, and so we just walked up and was able to buy our tickets. And it comes with a free iPad basically that describes everything in here that you need, and it has different languages. And I got a brochure in English as well, so that we can walk around and learn about this palace. Wow, that's what it used to look like.
In
That's
1314.
it's like a whole kitchen or something.
Yeah, in the year 1314.
It reminds me of Harry Potter kitchen, like when they're all eating dinner. You can just move it around in real time.
Yep. So there's a door. I wonder if we click on it. Door leading to the palace and common kitchens.
So this staircase wasn't there?
Yes. Yeah, I guess it was.
Man,
There wasn't a door there before.
yeah, I used to have really pretty windows.
Floors made of stone, not of clay. It's past
Right now we are in the kitchen. Alright, so now we are in the prison, and it has some locks. It is giant boat. You can see the prison cell. So now we're in above the prison. We went up some stairs, and in this room has tons of names, and if they're in red, they were sentenced to prosecution, and if it was in black, they were acquitted. Yeah, those in red were sentenced to be executed. Those in black were acquitted.
Conciergerie, une interprétation de droit à son autorité, à ses pouvoirs, c'est un crime de lèse-majesté. Pour la Révolution, une atteinte au droit de la nation devient un crime de lèse-majesté, un crime politique.
So now we're in the Chapel of Mary Antoinette. trees are in bloom. Wow. The women prisoners. Man. We came back inside from the prison courtyard, and where Mary Antoinette was kept. She was the queen, and that she was kept there as a prisoner until her trial. I am so excited. This is actually a water fountain. Look how beautiful this is. I wish ours in America looked this cute, but look, like, yeah, it's just a little water fountain. And then you can put your little water bottle in there and get some water. I am thirsty, but I don't have a water bottle. I'm not putting my head in there. Right, so we're in the Chemin de Croix. We're in the Latin Quarter, and I think it's another chapel. The door was open, so we're like, let's go in. The restaurant that we're going to eat at here in St Germain. It's called Cafe St Germain. It's in the Latin Quarter. And then we're going to go walk through the Luxembourg Gardens and then back to Shakespeare and Company. Brianna got the filet mignon and mashed potatoes. And I got the chicken with rice and vegetables, the poulet. All right, let's try it. All right, so we made it to the Luxembourg Gardens, and we just ate that meal at Le Café Saint Germain, and it was delicious. I would totally recommend going to that cafe. It was very good food. And now we walk right by, and we're at the Luxembourg Gardens. There's another palace here behind me, and then in front of me there are grassy areas. There are statues, of course, and I think we're gonna go on the other side and walk around that. So it's beautiful. I know I've said it's beautiful 1,000 times, but it is. There's a lot of people here right now. They're just sitting around. So, just sitting around and talking. right, so right here, right beside Notre Dame, is Shakespeare and Company bookstore. So the line, tremendously long. So I'm not gonna go inside, but at least I get to see the outside and get a picture in front of it. That was pretty cool. I didn't know it was right here beside Notre Dame. We actually walked around Latin Quarter first, and then had to come back here, and then Luxembourg a little bit, and then came back here. So if we known it was right here, we would have done it first. But that's planning for you. But